Hey everyone, it's the new moon. It's the new moon in Libra, the Libra new moon. And so I decided at the last minute that I wanted to come on and do a quick reading for you guys. So I'm sure you know, well maybe you don't, but Libra is all about balance. And so this new moon is inviting us to think about where things are balanced and where they're not balanced in our lives, and in particular around relationships. And that can include your relationship with yourself, which is, of course, as you know, the most important relationship of all, right? Is your relationship with yourself. And on top of this happening, tomorrow is the start of Scorpio season, which is my season. And if you are watching this, please I'd love for you to drop a comment in here. Are you as excited about Scorpio season as I am? I am a Scorpio, so I love Scorpio season. I love it because I love going deep. And so with tomorrow being the start of Scorpio and tonight being the new moon in Libra, you are being invited to go deeper into relationships and as I was saying, what's in balance and what's not in balance for you these days. So with that, without further ado, just want to see what I'm using. The Goddess deck, the Goddess Oracle deck. I love this deck. So let's see what the goddesses have to say about this new moon. So this is a reading for the collective, some messages for whoever watches this now or in the future. I don't think anybody's on here live. It's fine. If you're catching this later, please comment that you're watching the replay and where you're watching it from. How are you feeling this new moon? I'm feeling, for me, it's feeling very mellow. Like it's feeling, yeah, I could feel the potential of all things. And I could feel, well, for me, like I'm on the brink of something. But I've been feeling that way for a while. So this one wants to come out. So Spirit, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? This one. And what do we need to know for our highest good, for our highest path and purpose? This one. Hey, if you're watching, please say hi. Please say hello. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh. Hey, Ashley. Woohoo. Yay. It's the new moon. So, as I was saying, this new moon is about balance, particularly regarding relationships and including one's relationship with oneself. And I'm laughing at the cards. Well, I'm not laughing at the cards, but I'm laughing because as I was turning over the cards to see what popped up, it's like, I'm not making this up. You saw me shuffling them. I wasn't looking at the cards. So the first card that came up is boundaries. So you are being invited to look at the boundaries within your relationships. What's out of balance? Where are you giving too much? And maybe where you're not letting people in, because that could work both ways, right? We always talk about boundaries regarding like, oh, maybe keeping certain energies out or people out or whatever, or saying no, but we also, the boundaries also have to be fluid enough to let in what and who will serve us, right? If you have too many boundaries, nobody's going to come anywhere near you, and you're not going to receive what you need to receive. So, it works both ways. Balance. So this card, the goddess is Ishtar, and she says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Like I said, I can't I'm not making this up. What else does she have to say? A sincere desire to give of service is wonderful. However, there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. Yes. If you feel tired, guilty, or resentful while helping others, then you are not truly helping them, are you? You're injecting poisonous energies into the relationship, and then no one benefits. So step back and reassess the situation. As you respect your own boundaries, others will begin to recognize and respect them within you, and then within themselves as well. Now that's a healthy behavior to teach to others. So, not doing things out of guilt or obligation, but doing them because if they feel aligned, they feel right? And checking in with yourself. It's so common and so easy for empaths and sensitives and spiritual people to overgive. I mean, I'm guilty of that as well. I'm aware of that. So with Libra, right, look at where things are out of balance in your life regarding that, right? Where are you giving too much? And also where are you maybe not giving enough? Right? It could be both. That's the thing with Libra. The scales can go both ways, up and down, up and down. So it's a great thing to think about, right? So boundaries. If you're coming on, say hi. I would love to see who's here. So yeah. And I think with this as well, what I'm getting is also like having boundaries in your relationships regarding what you hear, what information and what comments you're allowing into your energy field from outside. And this includes from the media, from friends, from colleagues, whatever. So to be very discerning and very very discerning about what you're taking in terms of information, ideas, opinions, right? You are a sovereign being. You have a right to your opinions. And so whatever they are, right? And so standing firm in that, standing firm in your beliefs, and not letting yourself being swayed by outside influences, but really checking in with yourself. And again, with Scorpio coming up tomorrow, it gives us a really great opportunity to go even deeper into that whole thing about where you're having things out of balance in your life, or in what's in balance, right? But to really dig deep, and also what's in yourself. And again, I swear I'm not making this up. The second card is Hathor, receptivity. So this comes straight out of the thing with boundaries, right? Where are you not receiving? Where are you not allowing yourself to receive? What parts of your life? Hey, Gudrun! Yay! So, receptivity, again, those of us who are empaths and sensitives, we tend to, give and give and give because we want to help, especially if you're a healer or any kind of person who wants to be of service to the world, as most of you I know are. But you also have to fill your cup. You have to allow yourself to receive. And by doing that, you will benefit, and you will then be able to be of more service to others, right? So again, it's about balance, right? Giving and receiving, giving and receiving. So look, this new moon is inviting you to look at your relationships with people. Where are you not receiving what you need from them? You know, this could be romantic partnerships, workmates, you know, friendships, and so on and so forth. So allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, your energy, and your ability to give to others. Hathor, I love her. Let me see what else it says here. You have a maternal side to you that naturally cares for those in need, yet this must be balanced with receptivity, or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of feminine energy, right? It's the yin energy of receiving, of allowing in. And it means allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. If you feel guilty when asking others for help, I have to admit that I've been like that. Or if you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you block your feminine energy. Oh, I love receiving gifts. Yes, if anybody wants to give me a birthday present in Scorpio season, I very happily will receive that. I love gifts. But other types of help, it's hard. And I'm very aware of that. So that's clearly a message for me, or something that I have to continue to work on. And receptivity allows you to better hear your intuition, right? Your inner guidance. And you can receive also from, not from people, you can receive from spirit. You can receive from just being alive. When you hear the birds, when you feel the wind on your face, the sun on your face, you can receive that as well. It doesn't have to be a person giving you their time, their energy, their money, whatever, right? You could receive in many ways. You could receive just the gifts of being alive on this beautiful planet, right? And just say thank you, right? After I do this, I'm going to go eat something, and I'm going to take in the food and with gratitude, and receive it with gratitude. So yeah, keep filling up your inner storehouse, and your inner storeroom, your inner storehouse of all the things that nourish you and keep you going, right? So, and then the third card is an interesting one. Guinevere, true love. And for me, this means loving yourself in this context, right? For this reading, this is talking about self-love, because oh God, I'm going to quote Whitney Houston, the greatest love of all, learning to love yourself, right? But it's true, right? If you don't love yourself, how are you going to properly love others, right? How are you going to be able to give that love? So first, give yourself the gift of self-love, because as I was saying earlier in the beginning, this also has a lot to do, this new moon has to do with the balance of in your relationships, particularly your relationship with yourself. So are you giving yourself the true love that you deserve? Are you romancing yourself? Do you take yourself out to dinner or cook a romantic meal for yourself? I don't have my own home right now. I haven't had one for 11 years. But one thing I always used to do back in New York was I would cook myself romantic dinners, and I would set the table. I had a beautiful tablecloth, cloth napkins, candles. I would cook beautiful food, serve it on beautiful plates, put on some nice music, and, give myself that gift. It doesn't take a whole lot, right? And it was really an act of, I remember doing this, learning to do this after a very devastating breakup with a boyfriend, where I felt just like abandoned and horrible. And what got me out of that depression, because I was very depressed, was doing that. I was like, wait a minute, I don't need a boyfriend or, you know, a husband to make me romantic dinners, though I would like that. And I'm happy to receive that. But if that's not around me at the whatever time in my life, I can do that for myself. And I will enjoy it tremendously and not feel that I'm missing out on anything. So, you know, love yourself. That's the most important relationship of all. And is your relationship with yourself in balance, right? So that's the message that the goddesses want to give us. Let me see if there's any final. Is there a final card? Sometimes I do like one final card. This one. Fairness. Yep. Be fair to yourself. Be fair. Right? When things are in balance, things are in right and divine order. So think about that. Okay? All right. So I hope this gave you some clarity. And tonight when you're manifesting or working on your you know, what it is you want to bring into your life with this new moon, because this is a great time to do it. This 48-hour window after the actual new moon, which was earlier today or tonight, wherever you are. So we have about 48 hours to write down your what it is you'd like to manifest or to visualize, or however you like to do that type of work, with affirmations and so on. So you've got the next 48 hours to do it. And you know, and what's good about that is you can also go a little bit deeper. Yeah, go a little bit deeper. You know, you could write it down and then the next day write it down again, and sometimes new things come up. So I hope that this was helpful for you, and yeah, it's been lovely to spend a little bit of time with you, and I'm gonna go nourish myself with some food. All right, have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are. Happy new moon, and get ready for Scorpio season. Bye.